As we grow wiser, our beauty evolves in ways that are soft, elegant, and deeply expressive. And sometimes, all it takes is the right hairstyle to bring that natural radiance forward again. Today, we're exploring hairstyles that don't just flatter, they lift. Styles that illuminate your eyes, soften facial lines, and give you an instant sense of lightness without ever stepping near a doctor's office. Think of today's video as a gentle guide to hairstyles that work with your face, not against it. Simple changes, yet incredibly powerful ones. Let's begin this journey toward a naturally lifted, refreshed, and beautifully confident look. The first hairstyle that instantly lifts your face is a soft layered bob with subtle movement. A bob has always been known for its clean, refined silhouette, but the magic truly happens when layers are added in all the right places. For women over 60, the challenge is often that hair begins to thin at the sides or flatten at the crown, which creates a heavier downward pull on the face. That downward pull highlights nasolabial folds, soft jawlines, and areas around the mouth that naturally lose volume with age. But a soft layered bob is the opposite of heavy. It brings in this beautiful sense of lightness, almost like the hair is gently lifting your features upward. The layers create movement, bounce, and volume exactly where you need it most, near the cheekbones, around the jawline, and at the crown. This hairstyle also frames the face in a way that subtly lifts your natural bone structure. When the layers curve inward slightly, they create the illusion of a slimmer lower face and a more defined chin. Even women who feel their facial shape has changed over the years find that this cut brings back balance, harmony, and brightness. One of the biggest reasons this bob works so well is because it adds a youthful softness without looking overly styled. The movement gives your hair life. And when your hair looks alive, you look alive. It's also incredibly versatile. You can wear it straight with gentle bends at the ends, blown out for volume, or styled in light waves for a dreamy, feminine finish. Stylists often recommend keeping the bob right at or slightly below the chin for maximum lifting effect. Too short can make the jaw look stronger, while too long can drag the face down. But this sweet mid-length zone is ideal for creating that natural uplift. If you want a cut that feels refreshing, modern, and soft, the layered bob is the perfect place to start. It's forgiving, flattering, and one of the easiest ways to lift the entire face without effort. Now, the second hairstyle that can lift your face beautifully is the classic curtain bang paired with shoulder-length hair. There's something incredibly magical about curtain bangs when they're done right. They open up the face, soften the forehead, and draw attention to the eyes, which is one of the most uplifting visual effects you can create. Experts often say that well-shaped curtain bangs act like natural contouring. They frame the face delicately while highlighting the cheekbones. As we age, many women feel their forehead becomes more prominent, or that their facial proportions have shifted. Curtain bangs gently rebalance everything. They create a soft drape that flows outward, giving a beautiful upward sweep that lifts the entire upper face. What makes this combination so powerful is its movement. The bangs blend seamlessly into shoulder-length layers, creating a continuous flow that angles upward on the sides. This prevents the hair from pulling downward, which is one of the biggest aging effects in mature hairstyles. Shoulder-length hair alone is wonderfully flattering, but when paired with curtain bangs, it elevates the entire look. The length is long enough to feel feminine and youthful, yet short enough to maintain bounce and volume at the sides. And that volume at the sides is exactly what makes the face appear lifted. This hairstyle also works with many textures. Whether your hair is straight, wavy, or lightly curly, curtain bangs add softness and movement that blend effortlessly. And perhaps the best part? Curtain bangs are forgiving. Unlike blunt bangs, they grow out beautifully and rarely require constant maintenance. They can be as light or as full as you want, with thin, airy versions offering a subtle lift and thicker versions offering a stronger framing effect. If you've never tried bangs or have been nervous about them, curtain bangs are the gentlest place to begin. They don't close the face in. They open it up and bring forward a brighter, more youthful energy. Next, let's talk about a third hairstyle that gives a beautiful face-lifting effect. The softly layered shag for mature women. The shag has gone through many transformations over the decades, and today's version is modern, elegant, and incredibly flattering for women over 60. This style adds movement in all the right places, supporting the natural lift of the face while minimizing heaviness around the jaw and neck. What makes the shag so special is the strategic layering. The hair is cut to encourage upward movement, especially around the crown and cheekbone area. These are two zones that lose natural fullness with age, so adding volume here immediately brings balance back to your face. A modern shag doesn't mean wild texture or sharp edges. Instead, it's about soft feathering and lifting layers that float gently. The top has more volume, the mid-lengths have bounce, and the ends taper lightly, giving the hair a beautifully airy feel. This upward movement subtly lifts the eyes, opens the face, and softens the overall silhouette. Women who feel their face is becoming more bottom-heavy often find this style incredibly flattering because it shifts attention upward, toward the eyes, the smile, and the upper cheeks. Another benefit is how the shag celebrates natural texture. Whether your hair has loose waves, curls, or just a bit of natural bend, this style magnifies it in the most flattering way. Instead of forcing your hair into a shape it doesn't want, the shag enhances what you already have. This cut is also beautifully customizable. A lighter shag works wonders for fine hair, giving it body without weighing it down. A more layered version works for thicker hair, creating movement instead of bulk. If your goal is a youthful, energetic look that feels airy and effortless, the modern shag brings all of that and more. It's full of personality, softness, and natural lift. Another hairstyle worth discussing is the voluminous crown lift, often created with subtle layers and a gentle blowout. As we age, volume tends to disappear at the crown, making the face appear longer and drawing attention downward. This naturally shifts the visual weight of the face into the lower half, which can make you appear more tired, even if you feel perfectly vibrant. A hairstyle that focuses on crown lift changes everything. By adding subtle layers near the top of the head, and using styling techniques that encourage upward movement, you instantly restore balance. Volume at the crown visually shortens the face, making your features look more defined and naturally uplifted. It also draws the eye upward rather than downward. A simple but powerful anti-aging principle. The key here is softness. The crown lift shouldn't look stiff or overly teased. Instead, think of light, airy volume that adds dimension without hardness. A layered crown cut removes weight from the bottom of the hair and redistributes it upward, giving your face a gentle lifting effect. This style also pairs beautifully with soft waves or a round brush blowout. Even a small amount of lift can dramatically brighten your expression. Women who feel their hair is thinning often fall in love with this technique because it creates fullness where it matters most, right near the roots. With the proper cut, your hair naturally lifts itself without needing tons of product or heat. This hairstyle isn't just flattering, it's empowering. It gives you a refreshed silhouette that feels youthful, natural, and completely effortless. If you want a look that visually lifts your entire face, crown volume is one of the most subtle yet transformative techniques available. As we continue, let's take a look at a deeply flattering option: the soft face framing layers that sweep upward. This technique is one of the most powerful ways to create a lifting effect, and incredibly simple too. Face framing layers guide the eye upward, making your features look more open, youthful, and bright. When the layers sweep upward, they mimic the natural shape of a lifted cheekbone. They soften the jawline, brighten the eyes, and create a beautiful contour that doesn't require makeup. These layers also add movement around the face without removing length. Many women prefer keeping some length for comfort and femininity, and face framing layers allow you to do exactly that while still achieving lift. The upward sweep prevents the hair from dragging the face down, something that long, heavy sides often do. Instead, you get this floating, airy movement that makes your face appear more sculpted and refreshed. This technique works especially well for women with straighter hair or soft waves. But even curly hair benefits from face framing shaping that encourages the curl pattern to lift the face rather than obscure it. What makes this hairstyle so universally flattering is its flexibility. You decide how soft, dramatic, or subtle the layers should be. Some women prefer a gentle movement near the cheekbones, while others love a bold, sweeping contour that really brightens their expression. No matter which version you choose, this hairstyle works with your natural beauty, not against it. It's a gentle, elegant, and incredibly youthful way to give your face an instant lift. And finally, let's talk about the hairstyle that gives one of the strongest lifting effects of all. The textured pixie with long, soft top layers. Many women assume short hair will make them look older, but that's only true with the wrong kind of short hair. A textured pixie with length on top creates one of the most dramatically lifting, modern, youthful silhouettes available. This look works because the longer top layers create height and movement at the crown, while the shorter sides keep everything clean and light. The eyes go up instantly when viewing this style, and that upward motion naturally creates a lifting impression on the face. Those longer top layers can be swept upward, softly tousled, or styled toward the side, creating dynamic movement. This movement brightens your eyes, softens your features, and adds a lively, youthful energy to your expression. The textured pixie also removes weight from the lower part of the face, which is incredibly helpful as the jawline softens with age. By eliminating bulk near the jaw and ears, you instantly create a lighter, more sculpted frame around the face. One of the best parts of this cut is maintenance. It's easy to style, adaptable, and allows your natural texture to shine through. Women with fine hair love it for the volume, while women with thicker hair love it for the manageability. This hairstyle radiates confidence, not because it's bold, but because it celebrates your natural shape. It lifts the face, highlights the eyes, and creates an expressive, graceful frame that feels modern and timeless at the same time. If you're someone who's ready for a fresh, uplifting change, the textured pixie is one of the most powerful ways to reinvent your look beautifully. Your hair has the remarkable ability to lift not just your face, but your entire spirit. These styles aren't about looking younger. They're about feeling brighter, lighter, more confident, and more aligned with the beautiful woman you are today. Small changes can make you glow in ways that feel natural, effortless, and truly timeless. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path for more uplifting, age-embracing guides made just for you.